So if you're later on in the game and you're just watching this because it was recommended to you or whatever, here's the other portal. You put one in the control room, one behind the door here, and when the door goes up, you jump through, and there's a ledge up there, and there's a chest, and I believe it's Death's Embrace. Hello, it's me, Sesh, aka the Great Big Cactus, coming back again after pulling myself away from Warframe and staring at Ember Prime's heirloom booty to play Darksiders again. We're gonna head towards the dry road for this episode, so we're back at the Scalding Gallow, and we're just gonna continue traveling on, because now that the way is opened, thanks to our handy Tremor Gauntlet, and we're making our way to the Ashlands, because Papa Samael has given us a great gift. He's given us the gift of time travel, but to a lesser degree, not like the old masters. So we're heading towards the third of the Chosen, the Stygian. We've defeated the Griever, and with the Griever's defeat, we are officially at the halfway point of the game. So, the dry road isn't exactly a big area, it's quite small. So I believe there's only a few chests and a few things here. Some are easily missable, and some are sort of very in the way. So I'll highlight whatever we get, and yeah, we'll travel onwards towards the dry road. There's a few places we might have to come back to when it comes to the dry road, simply because we just don't have the equipment yet, and one of those places is actually this room. But before we do that, I would like to assign Mercy. We don't need Earthcaller anymore. The game doesn't really tell you this, but there's no more Wardens from this point onwards, so having Earthcaller is just not... it's not necessary. Instead now we have Mercy, which is our brother's gun, or maybe not, but for all intents and purposes we're going to say this is Strife's gun. And this is going to be, this along with the Chronosphere, is sort of the standalone item for this section of the game. So you can see here why some things are not attainable. This is a portal, not like in Portal, but it's attached to, there's another portal on the other side of this, and there's a whole thing. It's to get a legendary enhancement, so obviously we can't do that yet. What we can do is use a Chronosphere. So Chronospheres slow down time, so for that we need our Crossblade. So what we do is, I believe we do this first. So we do that first, and then we activate this. Oh, right. So the game's hand-holding right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that again. We activate the Chronosphere, and then we activate the switch. So the game's basically telling you in that cutscene that the door will not stay open for long, which then, you know, you put two and two together, the Chronosphere slows down time, so I should be able to activate the Chronosphere, raise the gate, and make it through before it shuts again. So, like I said before, here's the other portal. So if you're later on in the game, and you're just watching this because it was recommended to you or whatever, here's the other portal. You put one in the control room, one behind the door here, and when the door goes up, you jump through, and there's a ledge up there, and there's a chest, and I believe it's Death's Embrace. So, a very good armament. It's legendary anyway, so just for special status it already has value. Back up. Lovely. Getting better. Getting a lot better at that. We're still working our way up to get the souls for Vulgrim. Almost there to 10,000 to get a full Wrath Core. After that we can start working on combos again. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet, but if you've noticed, the episode is a lot shorter. I'm going to try break these up. So here's our first collectible. Another soldier artifact, which I found out, actually we can view this. So, look at all that. Isn't that lovely? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 more, and then 3 more to go, and then we have every single artifact. Kind of looks like the barrel of a gun. Ah, 10. 10. We've got the Overlord one. So yeah. So that artifact is easily missable because it's not in direct view. So just remember to turn around and you should be able to pick that one up when you jump into this pipe. Now, what do we have here? A new type of bat. That's right. So we've officially entered the dry road. And we're gonna do a prerequisite here. And I believe we also meet the fallen angels here. So that might be interesting. New combat encounters, new things to explore. We find the humans again. Can't grab him for some reason. Right, let's just kill them. I'm wasting a lot of time on these humans anyway. But I think, right, the next collectible should be somewhere in a corner around it. No, that's the way towards the actual objective. So it's not there. I think it's on this side. Somewhere. But first we have a cut. Yeah. Alright, cool. The undead angels, actually. Not the fallen ones, that's later. These are the undead ones. Right. They do look cooler. Oh, I caught him. And then...
Home run!
Please tell me that killed him. If he could fly, that would be really unfortunate. Oh no, he died. Wing function was not available. So that's great. Ah, but there's more. Good. I'm getting itchy for combat. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like doing a combat section right now. And we can also see Volgrim in the back. So that's great to see. Ah, there we are. A life chest. Out of the corner of my eye. And I believe those angels have been dealt with. Let's see if we can grab this chest. There we go. Another life stone. The start of another core. Or another whole thing. And there's our artifact. And I think that's it, actually, in terms of collectibles themselves. 2 soldiers, 1 life. We have the piece of the blade here. So we'll have to come back for that later. Volgrim is there. And you can make this. That's the whole point of it. You can make this. You just have to delay it as much as possible. And you should barely just... There we go. Make the distance. Greetings, Volgrim. And that's 10,000. So let's pick up our Wrath Core. Perfect. So we're actually doing really, really well. Now it's just about getting some combos and powering ourselves up. Right, but yeah. As for the dry road, I think that's it. Oh. My man is a little confused. But that's okay. As long as he's not in our way, he can do whatever he wants. He can be whatever he wants to be, whenever he feels like being it. And I will have no issue with that. I feel like playing Darkest Dungeon again. I just have a craving. Craving for like dark gothic. And something that doesn't take a lot of time. So, I mean, that's kind of silly because Darkest Dungeon does take some time. But I'm sure I'm making sense. Right. So here is another enhancement on the opposite side of where you're actually supposed to jump. So this should be Carnage. Cool. And that is War, by the way. War fills with hatred and generates chaos at an accelerated rate. I'm not sure if that's useful. I'm really not sure if that's useful right now. Let's try it. Oh, that's the blood one. Yeah, okay, just because it's the blood one. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's put that on. Again, it's not very useful because we don't use Chaos Form that much. But who knows? Maybe... Nah, actually, yeah, hold on. I know what's coming up. We are really not going to use Chaos Form that much. So let's put combat law on the weapon majiggy Majiggy, because I want to level this up. I do want to level that up. It does get, so Chaos Eater gets stronger as you level it up, so it's pretty good for now because we are sort of going to be fighting a few tricky enemies going forward. Oh, okay. Now we should be able to make this. There we go. Is there anything on this side? I cannot remember, but it doesn't look like it, so I think we're in the clear. Let's just continue on the intended path. I think that is just it for the dry road. This is a very small area if we look at the map. That's pretty much it, and the bit before. This is pretty much it. Ooh, this part's quite tricky though. This requires some ample exertion of force. I can't remember if there's things up here. No, I don't think there are. So I believe what we have to do is that. Oh, sugar. That was wrong. Okay, so they're gonna come down again. So we do the same thing. Okay, and then we're gonna zoom, do a little zoomy zoom. And they've just come back, so we just had enough time. Great. I always get a bit nervous with time-specific things like that. Just because sometimes, you know, things don't always go to plan, you might fall off, but, you know, we did it. Oh. I always like things like this. I don't know why. Just like the simplicity of just hanging off something. I don't know if it's God of War. God of War made sense though. He literally, Kratos stuck his blades into the surface. Death and war, they just happen to just hang. Okay, now big thing coming out of here. A lot of people, they think just go forward, but hold on. I'm about to put you on game right now. If you back up and go around, there's this here, and this has a chest behind it. Your lifestone shard. You're welcome. So that's 2 out of 4. Almost on our way to our sixth bar of health, which is awesome for this stage of the game, because things are about to get very spicy right now. Very, very spicy. I think there's an achievement around here as well for like defeating the riders, but as far as the dry road is concerned, we are basically finished. Past there is the distance to the Ashlands. So what we're going to do is, here is Volgrim. We're going to say hi to Volgrim. Hi Volgrim. How you doing? Can't afford anything. And basically, yeah. I'm going to try something new here, so a very quick episode. That's pretty much it. This is basically it. Yeah, we're going to travel to the Ashlands and get ourselves the third heart. So I'll see you in the next one.